So in 5th grade, we like to talk to you about something called overpopulation. So overpopulation is when we have too much of a given species in a given area. So for us, that means too many cats and dogs in the United States of America. And the way that we know that we are at the point of overpopulation is 1, we have too many animals running around neighborhoods. And those animals are homeless. They have nowhere to go. 2, our shelters are full. Most shelters are full all of the time. And that's because we have way too many animals in our country. Okay? How are we going to fix overpopulation? Well, for us, the answer is spay and neuter. And that is a special surgery that we do on cats and dogs. And that keeps them from having any puppies or kittens. It occurs while they're asleep, so we're not hurting them at all. And it also has benefits. Those benefits are better behavior because they're spayed and neutered. They also have better health because they're spayed and neutered. They have a lot less health problems, and they also have less chance of cancer later in their life because they are spayed and neutered. So we want you guys to understand how important the spay and neuter surgery is and how much we need to work on that so that we can fix this problem of overpopulation. Because if we keep going the way that we're going now, it's going to be so bad that we're going to have a spread of disease out in neighborhoods. Okay? Too many cats and dogs, they're going to get diseases, and then we could possibly catch diseases. Not only that, when the animals are homeless, it's bad for them. It's very hard for them to take care of themselves. They need medication every month to stay healthy, and we also don't want them to be in danger from other animals or being hit by cars. Okay? We want them to be safe and in homes where we can care for them and make sure that they are well taken care of their whole lives, as well as loved. So what we're going to do is a worksheet together where you're going to see what it would be like for you if you lived in my town. And in my town, there are different rules. We have no animal shelters. You must keep every animal that your pet has. Okay? So you cannot get rid of the babies. And we're going to see how many pets you would have in just 2 years of having a cat or a dog. And that doesn't even talk about their whole life. They could live to 10 or 15. And the whole time they could be having puppies or kittens. So we're going to see what total you would have by doing our worksheet, and then we're going to discuss the spay and neuter a little bit further. So now let's take a look at our worksheet. Remember, the rules are there's no shelters and you cannot get rid of any of the puppies that your pet has. So let's look at box number 1. Lacey's family, that's you, wants 1 dog and gets Lacey. So how many dogs do you have?
1.
Correct. In January, Lacey had 8 puppies. Her first litter consisted of 2 males and 6 females. So how many puppies did you add to your house?
8.
Yes. In June, Lacey had her second litter. She had 6 more puppies. 3 were male and 3 were female. So every 6 months she could have puppies. How many puppies did you add to your house?
6.
Correct. In August, Lacey's 6 daughters from her first litter each had 7 puppies. 24 were female. So 6 times 7?
42.
Correct. In December, Lacey had her third litter of 6 puppies. They were all female. So how many puppies did you add to your house?
6.
Yes. So that's the end of the first year, and you already have over 60 animals that you have to take care of. You have to feed them, give them medical care, lots of exercise, love, and that's difficult for most people. So let's see what happens to you in the second year. By next January, Lacey's 3 daughters from her second litter each had 6 puppies. 6 were female. So 3 times 6?
18.
Correct. In May, Lacey's 24 granddaughters from her first litter each had 5 puppies. 72 were female. So 24 times 5 is?
120.
Correct. In July, Lacey's 6 granddaughters from her second litter each had 4 puppies. 15 were female. So 6 times 4 is?
24.
In August, Lacey's 6 daughters from her third litter each had 5 puppies. 10 were female. And 6 times 5 is?
30.
Yes. And then in December, this is your end of your second year, Lacey's 72 great-granddaughters from her first litter each had 5 puppies. 120 were female. 72 times 5 is?
360.
Correct. Okay, so that's 2 years of having her. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the total. That last box is going to be 615 animals. Okay, So how in the world is one person going to take care of 615 pets? That's a very, very difficult situation. Okay, so most people don't think about this. Most people get a pet and they don't think about the future. They don't think about the consequences of things. And we want them to spay and neuter as quickly as possible to prevent a lot of puppies and kittens, because we don't want animals ending up homeless and on the streets and having to go to shelters. We want pet owners to actually spay and neuter as soon as they get their pet, so all they have to worry about is their actual pet, not all of the babies that they could possibly have. So we hope you guys have learned a lot about spaying and neutering, and that when you grow up and you are pet parents, you will choose to have your animals spayed or neutered so that you're not contributing to overpopulation.